Good morning, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for coming back to Millie Chan TV for Live Hot Topics. I want to say this first. I want you all to like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button. It's free. Just go ahead and hit it. Um, Today, hair is still by Sunburn, face is Fenty, lips are the lip bar in Boss Lady. And also my shirt in defending our future and protecting our freedoms. You can go to my link in my Instagram story and purchase your shirts after that debate last night. I'm gonna need y'all to get your shirts, okay? Um, Other than that, we're gonna get started. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning, and I think you'll be excited. So the first thing I want to talk about, I just want to revisit something real quick. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jackie, Della, Leslie. Good morning, everyone. All 12 of you so far. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's revisit this. So I know it's kind of old or whatever, but it is a hot topic, right? And Tamar has had her say, JR has had his say. Some of it, we don't know who is telling what, but it's always something, it's always another say, right? So, y'all, I have a surprise for y'all today. I have an actual live hot topic. Let's get into it. Hello, Jayla. How are you?
I'm good.
Jaylyn, I'm sorry. Hello, Jaylyn. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for being here on Live Hot Topics. You, ma'am, are a live hot topic. And I want to talk to you, and I'm so glad that you're here. First of
I'm,
all, let's find out a little bit about you. So, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas, and I currently
Okay.
live in this.
Okay. All right. So, what do you do? Because I think this is going to be kind of important to get that foundation of what you do on a daily basis. Because people
So
feel
I'm
like you're an Instagram model.
no, I wouldn't say Instagram model. I definitely do work with a few boutiques where I shoot content for them. Um,
Okay.
and I'm a full-time college student here in Houston. So that's what
Okay.
initially here. And I do want to make
Oh,
something
that's
clear.
amazing.
I'm not 25.
What'd you say? You what?
I am 24,
You
not 25.
okay? That's right. Because that's what Tamar said. You was 25 years
Correct.
old. Well, since we right here, let's just go and get into it. Okay? So I
Yeah,
guess it was what, last week this time? It was a week ago.
correct.
So a week ago this time, you kinda became a little you was a little star. You just became a star overnight. Right? So Tamar
Same.
had gone, well, Tam JR said he had gone to New Orleans for a trip, right? He went
Right.
to a funeral, he checked in the Four Seasons. Somehow him and Tamar had the last three numbers on the credit card. I still don't understand how that could work, but she was upset. She got a notification. She wanted to know who was he with. She said a 25-year-old tramp, and then she posted your Instagram page. So were you with JR? And I know you're not a tramp. I'm not saying that at all. So, and I'm sorry about
No,
that, but were you with JR?
no, I was not. I was not with the
Okay.
JR. Um, Again, as I stated previously, I've never met this man in person. I've never communicated back to this man after the numerous times that he's tried to DM me, which I do want to get into those screenshots as well because he did unsend those messages once everything hit the fan. But of course, I was able to get screenshots of those before he ultimately went and deleted them.
Okay. Well, JR said in his live, in his video, he said, so I know I'm kind of off with my days and I meant to do this, but when he made that video and it was on a Wednesday,
Hmm.
he said that he had became your friend on Instagram 3 days
Correct.
before that. So maybe
Correct.
Sunday. So last Sunday, okay, y'all became friends on Instagram. So did he just become your friend? He was scrolling and he was like, "Oh my God, she's a beautiful woman."
So
Following.
this is the real tea. So initially the first message, which I wasn't able to capture, the first DM he had ever sent to me came from his law firm page. So he initially first followed me from his law firm page, which I did not follow back. He then found me on TikTok, which I think initially led him to my Instagram page, because my link for my Instagram is within my TikTok page. He followed
Okay.
me, he followed me on there. And like I said, the first initial message from his law firm page is no longer there. He cleaned house of that, and he went and followed me from his actual personal page. I then
Okay.
followed him later. After that, he sent me. That's when he sent me the first DM the following day. And I don't know if you want me to get to that right now, or we're gonna fall back on that.
We just whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna follow up with that. So he, like he said he had been friends with me on Instagram for about 3 days, where he followed me. His first message was to me, which was on August 31st at 11:30
Okay.
a.m. He it he stated, "Hi gorgeous, how's your weekend? Pick a country, let's go." And that is right here.
Okay, pause real quick. You do remember in that live chat and Jalen that he said he had never DM'd you. He said he had just
Correct.
started following you 3 days ago. He said, I haven't even had a
Mhm.
DM with her. But now it's
Ex-
gone away now. But you have a DM him asking you to pick a country.
Absolutely.
Now,
It
to
says,
be fair, but
I
to
want
be
to.
fair, at this point,
It says, "Hi there,
to be
gorgeous.
okay,
How's your weekend? Pick a country. Let's go." And you guys can see this right here for yourself. And this was sent on August 31st at 11:30 a.m. And
so to
as you
be
can see,
fair, he and Tamar,
it's still sitting in the request box. I hadn't even accepted it to respond to him yet.
I see that. So to be fair, he and Tamar at this point are divorced.
From my understanding, I didn't even
Okay.
know there were.
Okay, you and
So
everybody else. Okay, go ahead.
So that was on August 31st. Of course, he did not get a response. At that point, he unsent that message to again DM me on September 1st. On September 1st, I took this as you can see, I took this screenshot on September 1st. You can see at the top, but right here in the message, it says yesterday, which means that he would have had to send that back to back right after the message he sent me on the 31st. So he has unsent the previous one and sent me this one, and it says, "I'm going to get a DM response. Might have to pull up to Houston." You guys can see that.
Oh wow.
And as you can
So
see,
he
no
wanted you
response.
to say something.
Still where to accept the DM to respond to him. Never responded to him.
So he
And these
wanted
are
you to reply to him.
the messages he deleted when everything hit the fan, with this being his last message to me.
Oh wow. So he wanted a reply from you.
Correct. That he did not get.
Ooh. Okay. So then in his live, he went on to say that you called this young lady who I don't know out of her name or whatever. And when he said something about defamation, I was like, oh, okay. And then I heard your video. And I was like,
Right.
he's clearly been having a conversation with her because these are her words after I heard your video.
Absolutely. And when everything first hit the fan, like I said, I had no clue my phone was getting blown completely off the hook that following morning. So, I pick up the phone. I'm like, what's going on? People are telling me what's going on. Hey, go look at this. And so immediately I took those screenshots that she posted, which, consisted of the one that you have, shared right here on your platform, and the screenshot she took of, the receipt of her card being charged on the 30th, which, if this took place on the 30th, then why on God's green earth would he be asking me on the 31st? DM me if I've been communicating with this man how she states in her video that it's been going on, why is he still asking to see me on the 31st? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
And that's what I was trying to share to everyone. Like, I am not the person that you're looking for.
Right.
Um, and like I said, when all of that hit the fan, immediately after that, I messaged him and I sent him the screenshots of what was going on in the blogs. I said, not sure what you and your fiance have going on, but this is absolutely absurd. You and I both know there's no truth to this. We've never even met before. This is also defamation as well. I would definitely clear this up with her if I were you. She has no clue the mistake that she's made. He then responded to me and said, absolutely absurd. The mere coincidence that we followed each other shouldn't have created an untrue situation. This is exactly why I ended things 6 months ago. These actions have consequences and she needs some serious mental health help. I apologize that my
Ooh.
connection to this person has caused this. And that was from him. That was the only message that JR has ever gotten from me.
Okay, for those who are just coming in, this is Jaylin H, and she is the young lady who Tamar called a tramp and assumed that she was in New Orleans with JR when the card was used. She has showed us if she showed us text messages from JR. JR clearly was talking to her in the DMs when he said he wasn't. So now she's here just explaining what she's going through. Well, let me ask you this: has Tamar reached out to you?
Absolutely not. No, she has not. Which, obviously, is very disappointing to me. Like, as a grown woman, when you go making allegations like that, you need to be for certain, especially like with all the proof being shown. It didn't cost her anything to come and message me to, at least clear it up, at least to apologize. Nothing.
I'm still here. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So, like I said,
Oh,
obviously that was very disappointing. And no, she still has yet to reach out and personally apologize.
that is horrible. So has he? Let me ask you this: has he gotten back in touch with you? Has he said anything else to you?
Mm-mm. No, he hasn't.
So now he's done.
Oh, yeah.
Well, somebody asked in the chat, how was it damaging to your name, and what has the allegations have they affected you in any kind of way? Have they affected you in any kind of way? I mean, it's
Um,
damaging anyway to be called out of your name like that, because
oh, yeah.
especially if you didn't do anything.
Right. I think initially when it was first posted, that's when I was getting the backlash. And, of course, this narrative was created like, oh, she's sleeping with a married man. And, we have this young whore that's just coming in trying to ruin a relationship. And I think that was the narrative that the whole world saw it as, until, I did speak my piece for the people that did attend my live, and,
Hmm.
did make sense of the situation. But I think for those who didn't make sense of the situation, definitely um, took those screenshots and thought of me as this terrible person, which, is not the case. And then I also have a lot of people that came to my platform in support for me, saying, that they don't believe it.
Right.
So um I think the backlash of it, I think it goes hand in hand. I have a ton of people who stood by me and said, like, look, I don't believe this. And I have, a couple Tamar trolls that, did come in and try to, call me the terrible names, and,
Yeah. Yeah.
it out.
That's horrible. Well, I'm really sorry that that happened to you, especially if you're minding your business and out of the
Exactly.
blue somebody just just puts you into this internet world and you were just doing what everybody else is doing, just doing your thing.
Exactly.
So well, I don't know what are you going to do next? The word defamation has come up. Are you
Oh
acting
yeah,
on it?
I definitely I'm still, thinking on a few things, but I do still plan on pursuing legal action, cuz I mean, like I said, ultimately these were terrible accusations made with my
Yeah.
with my name, with my platform posted, um
Yeah.
in a space for, other things that I'm connected to, or opportunities that I have to, to be taken from me. She created that space for those things to happen, and this could have been ended, very badly, not for her, but for me.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, does anybody in the chat have a question for Jalen? And Jaylyn, I mean, like I said, I want to thank you for coming on here today just to have a voice because I know you, as Tanya said, you got dragged into this toxic mess and you weren't even looking for that until you got calls with notifications
Mm-hmm.
that, hey, you were with Tamar's husband, ex husband, man, or whatever.
Right.
So, just to be clear, as you're minding your business, he messaged you from his work email or work whatever,
Yes,
right?
his first DM was initially from his law firm page, which he deleted. I wasn't able to get that screenshot, and then
Hmm.
his second DM followed from his personal page.
Wow. And then he has a whole live out there on the internet saying that he's never DM'd you. I've never spoke with this young lady in her DMs.
Right. And, initially, most people would say, well, then why didn't you say this from the very beginning? Because ultimately, like, I'm no social media person. I don't do the drama. I don't do the whole, thing that, that she's been into for quite some time. I'm not the only woman she's done this to.
Mm.
Um, and so initially I wasn't going to ever even speak on those DMs, but when I saw her come out and saying she's, instead of apologizing, she then carries on by saying, and no,
Mm.
no, she's not innocent. This has been going on for some time. At that point, I was completely fed up. I'm like, look, I tried to spare you, woman, and look, this is what's really going on. So,
I
and
heard her say that you were. I heard her say you were a casualty. I think that's what she said.
yeah, and
Like, I think she said it could have been anybody. I think that's what Tamar said.
yeah,
That's
even
crazy.
the that, she said on a live that she said, when on the reservation, she claims that the reservation said Miss J. So that means you go into his followers, and the first person that pops up is Jay, is the person that he showed up with at this Four Seasons hotel. Like, you know, it just sounds
Yeah.
absolute.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm somebody asked, have you lost anything? Like with your businesses, the boutiques, has anybody said anything to you about like this is too much or this is not
No,
what our company is about?
no, absolutely not. She, like I said, she's brought, if anything, she's created a space where it's a little bit of both. She's bought a lot of trolls, and she's bought um opportunity to my page too.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not.
Oh, it's a
She
silver lining. I
I
love a silver
I
lining.
think her turnout. I think her what she thought was going to happen didn't happen, and I think she knows that, and she saw that for herself. I mean, the comments that, were going up under my picture speak for themselves too. Like, this wasn't the turnout that she thought that it was going to cause. And she definitely didn't stop anything, as far as, future opportunities and current opportunities, that I have.
Right.
And I'm
So
and really, I'm
go ahead.
happy about that, and I'm very thankful that, like I said, the people that know me, and they know that there's no truth to this. So, that's where I stand.
Well, you made a comment a few minutes ago that Tamar has done this to other people, and someone asked the question, Riri C, how does she know Tamar has done this to other women? Have you heard other women say Tamar has blamed them or anything like that?
I mean, I think everybody has seen, the other situations she's been in. I mean, of course, they're quite different from mine. I'm a random girl that's gotten blamed. I think her situations before, with being in a blogs, a most recent one was with, Tommy, and, her getting into it with her. But ultimately, I just feel like every time that Tamar is in the blogs behind this man, you're attacking the wrong person. You're attacking all the women, but you're sitting up under this man who is causing this chaos in your life, this confusion, whatever it is that you're going through over there, and you're taking that anger out on the wrong people. So,
Yeah.
these people may not be random people that she's blamed, and she may have had every right, to go after them. But at the end of the day, that isn't your Tommy isn't your husband. The other women you've gone after isn't your husband. JR is. And
Right.
that's the person you need to address.
I agree with you on that. I really 100% agree with you on that. I think you need to go to the source, and none of this would happen if JR wasn't reaching out. Because, I mean, with the timeline, it seems like, he wasn't married to her. Um, from my understanding, the man that married them allegedly is a scammer, so they could never have been married. But
Right.
I'll talk to y'all about that at another time. But you had a little shade that you threw at Tamar towards the end of that live.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm no shady person, but the fact that Trump wasn't cleared up, no apologies happened. I definitely have a whole lot to say. We've seen this woman get out of control multiple times, have her mental episodes. Like, at some point, like, doctor, she's out. Like, somebody come get this woman. Like, that's how I feel about that. And I stand on what I said. It's been a thing. You have multiple failed marriages, and you're spiraling on people. Your career is spiraling. Like, so it's like, I get it.
yeah,
Hurt people, and I'm not gonna be bullied at the end of the day, and in front of the world, and made this person that I'm not.
I understand that. Well, if you all don't have any more questions for Jaylyn, and Jaylyn, if you, I don't have any more questions for you, but I do wish you luck in school and everything. And I hope at some point Tamar reaches out to you and apologizes to you, because regardless of what happened, DMs or whatever conversation you've had with JR, this is something, if he had never messaged you, it never would have happened.
Exactly.
So it's like, you can't get upset with Jaylyn. You can't get upset with Tamar so much, but you really have to go to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is JR. If he never have, and then he lied about being in your DMs. So you gave all the proof of that. So I just want to thank you for coming here today, telling your truth. Um,
Of course.
and I wish you nothing but good luck going forward.
Thank
How
you.
long before you graduate?
I graduate in December.
Oh, okay, amazing. And you're going to school for?
Business management.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck with everything. And you have a great day. We're going to continue with live hot topics. So if you want to stay on that, I mean, if you just want to watch, that's great. But I want to thank you for being here today, Jaylyn. I appreciate it.
Much, and thanks everyone for hearing me out, and just giving me the platform to speak my truth.
Okay, and where can they follow you?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at WHJWHOHATESJAY.
Okay. Well, thank you again, Jaylin, for coming on, telling your truth. And I hope you feel better about it, and I hope everything works out for you. And I do hope you have a lot of just chances behind all of this because this was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You can just drop down. Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. Well, that was our first live hot topic. What did you think about it? That was something, right? I just knew after I heard her, after I saw her live, oh, I'm not ready for that yet. After I saw her live, I felt like it was something behind it because she came out of nowhere. And I was trying to figure out like what is going on. And then when I heard JR and then I saw her live and I'm like, well, JR is not telling the truth. Because he said he hasn't DM'd this girl. She showed us on the video DMs. It's something there. So I hope y'all enjoyed it because and child, I just wanted to know. So I did it for me and you and her also to get her truth out there. So let's move on with hot topics, okay? The first one we're gonna do is Beyonce. I know, right? Beyonce. This is from the Neighborhood Talk. Beyonce is on her women. Beyonce on why she doesn't do red carpets and disappears until she drops music. She said, "Fame at times feels like prison. I only work on what liberates me." This goes back to what I was saying about Beyonce. As far as the CMAs go, I don't think she was really hurt behind that. I think that she does, like she says, I only work on what liberates me. I think Beyonce is at the point in her life now where she does what she wants to do. She does what makes her happy. And putting out great bodies of work, that's her thing. And we don't see her a lot. Now, I do feel like if she is trying to sell these items, this Sir Davis, this sacred hair, and all of that, I do feel like she needs to be a little bit more visible. Now, we have seen videos with her washing her natural hair, having wash day. We have seen all of that. But I think Beyonce knows she has a particular audience that's going to support her. So I feel like sometimes she just doesn't feel like she needs to do the most. But now we know why she stays in the background a lot because you're not going to see her till she pops out. She could be working on a rock album right now and we will find out next year, right? What do y'all think about that? Let me look in the comments. Hold on. Oh, Powerful said, oh, you're talking about Jaylin. Powerful said, if she is thinking of suing for defamation, she need just said that it doesn't affect her in any way. More to lose anything. So defamation, these things have to happen. Yeah, it's a lot that you have to prove for defamation. So I'm sure she's aware of that. I hope she's aware of that. So we need to know because she's gonna have to prove it point blank in the period. You just can't say that and not do anything. Let's talk about something that's really relevant right this second, right? So last night the presidential debate was fantastic. It was everything that we needed to hear. I hope people have heard what they wanted to hear. Right. That's what that means. So she said that she gained some things. So, like I said, I hope she looks into that. So I feel like Vice President Kamala Harris did a fantastic job last night. She was clear, she had a cool head, she spoke what her policies were, she cleared him, as Tammy said. And I feel like he literally, because I always play the Euphoria song by Kendrick Lamar when I post him, he literally was spiraling out of control. What is going on about people eating animals? Like, where did I hadn't even heard that? Where did that come from? And then for them to debunk it, he was like, "Oh well, that's what I heard. We'll see." That was insane. I just don't think if anybody watched that last night or see clips, I just don't see how you couldn't have a clear understanding of who should be the president of the United States. He, he did. Judy said Trump looked as bad as Biden did. You know, at least Biden got his words together and he knew what he was talking about. Trump just was just babbling, just words falling out of his mouth that didn't even make sense. See, look, I put that at the beginning of my video, so you haven't seen my review of it because Plies is at the very beginning of my review this morning, so you got to go check it out. She was poised, and then he was talking about the Haitians. But let me tell you this: he wanted to say he and her had these moments last night when he was talking about the immigrants. He wanted to say black jobs again. He almost said it, but he stopped himself. And eventually he said African Americans. And she almost said the MF word, which is her favorite word, curse word to say, because it was the pause and the swallow for me. Because she had to gather herself in the moment and remember where she was. I saw somebody say that she almost lost her good government job because, baby, she was about to give it to him. It was so good, though. It was so good. And since then, I saw where she wants another debate. I don't think she'll get that. I don't think she will. It could happen. But after last night, I don't think he's up for it. Oh, you know she wanted to curse. And in my video that I did, I, I was like, insert the word. You know she wanted to curse. Yeah, she had him shook. I agree with you, Tammy. She had him shook when she walked up and shook his hand because he wasn't expecting that. He didn't even know how to handle that. That was a lot for him. He didn't know how to handle it. I don't know. Cool Cat, I don't know how anybody could be confused at this point, right? Like when they were talking about ammunition and bearing arms and stuff, and she like, me and Tim Walls have arms, right? And nobody's talking about that. You need to just stop lying. Like it was just lie after lie after lie. And then what is him with the word millions? It was a lot. But last night it was a lot for him. I think him debating this black woman, she coming after him every which way but loose, not letting him go, and her closing speech at the end. I think I put that. I put it at the end of my video. It was too much. It was too much for him because he never, and like she said, he's never going to say anything about you. He is only going to talk about himself, and he never spoke to the American people. He never spoke to them. When they asked something about does he have any regrets from the January 6th, he never answered that question. Oh, when he said he had no plan for health care, he said, what did he say? He said, I have some concepts. Sir, if you don't have a plan, how do you even think you can end a war in 24 hours? You don't have a plan for healthcare, but you have a concept for healthcare, but you're gonna end the war in 24 hours. That was crazy to me. That was certifiably insane. Certifiably insane. Right? So I thought it was amazing. I put a lot in my review today. So if you all would just go and look at my review, y'all can get caught up on it if you don't want to watch the whole thing yourself. Next thing is, since we're on this, what y'all think about this right here? Taylor Swift has endorsed Kamala Harris when she put her big spiel out there. She signed it Taylor Swift, uh, motherless cat lady, and she took the picture with her cat. She told people to. She said she has done her research. She said you need to go do your research, and she was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with her because she has the views that I like. Yeah, concept. I got it. Yeah, but I'm trying to cover. Yeah, he does that. Like I did great. Like he is a filibuster. You know what I'm saying? He just likes he just spews out lies. That's just like what he said before he ever tried to become president. Like he'll run as a Republican, he'll say whatever he needs to say, he'll lie, and the people will believe him. And that is what's happening. Like people are going to really have to get out and get this information for themselves. That's what they're going to have to do. So she has, yes, delusional, 100%. That is exactly what. Oh, I'm sorry. That is exactly what that is. 100% delusion. So Taylor Swift has put her thing out there, and I think I don't know what else to say. Since we on this, let's get on to this lady right here, y'all. Y'all remember when I posted this girl right here? I think her name is what's her name? Chloe. I can't think of her name right now. But she's the girl that got Trump tattooed across her forehead, right? Now she's sitting out with a sign that says "Need money for tattoo removal." She has his entire name tattooed across her forehead. Yes, she did. Taylor did put in links to register to vote. She said, make sure you're registered. And she said she was going to come out and she was going to let them know dates when you could register and when you could go. And she said early voting is best. So she said she's putting all that in her stories. And that is fantastic. But this child right here, wait a minute, this child right here is insane. Why would you go and get, and then like tattoo removals, like it's not like it's going to give you new skin. You're going to have Trump on your forehead for the rest of your life? Why would you do that? Now she needs money to get it removed. She should be made to do that for the rest of her life. What no matter what the outcome is, when it's over, just oh my god, cuz that is utterly ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I thought that was so crazy. Let's go on to the next topic. Uh oh, we're gonna switch it up in here in a second. Not the mark of the beast. Yeah, she gonna have to get some Cat Von D, baby. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, Celie, Cat Von D, exactly will cover up anything. Cat Von D would cover your life up if you let it. Oh my goodness, you said a word there, ma'am. Cause there is nothing like a Cat Von D concealer or foundation. Amber Rose is real quiet. We can't hear nothing from her. Nothing. Let's move on to a little to some fiction in our lives, okay? So this is really big for Nene. Nene Leakes is back at NBC Universal. So Nene is going to be one of the hosts on the E's post Emmys after party. She's a perfect host, right? Nene is a perfect host. Nene has the charisma, she has the attitude. People know her, people love her. And she's going to be super extra, as you need to be with E. What's Emerald? Yeah, she is very quiet. Yeah, Celie said, wait a minute, we'll get back to you, Nene. Celie said that we liked Amber Rose before she spoke anyway. I don't know. Oh, Amber Rose was always an odd duck to me, right? When she was on College Hill, I was like, why are you on this show at this black school and acting like this? Right? You've been black since we met you. We didn't even know anything about your daddy being in the military or anything like that. But yeah, Kat Von D or old school Derma blend. Whoo, child. But back to Nene. I'm really happy for Nene. I'm glad she's back with NBC Universal. So does that mean that maybe people can get their happiness and Nene could come back to the Housewives? I don't know. I think that's a stretch, but I think that's awesome. I think it'd be awesome for Nene to come back. But I don't know though, because we have the new Phaedra, and I don't know how the new Phaedra is faring, right? I don't know how she's going to be in this season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because this is definitely a new Phaedra. But Nene, I don't know how she would show up, right? I don't know how she would show up. But I'm very happy for her. I'm happy for all of her opportunities. And I would love to see Nene on Traders. That would be great. No, Amber Rose is not. I've never been a big fan of Amber Rose either, right? Because I feel like she was just rapper hopping. I feel like she was just doing stuff, trying to be black. And now that it's not working for her, now she's trying to be a Republican. I don't know. I know if Phaedra can come back, why not Nene? But I mean, Phaedra did whatever Phaedra did, she did it to a cast member. Whatever Nene did, she did it to the company. So it might be a little different. They might be slow. This might be a slow roll for Nene. Tanya said she is so not feeling the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I will say that it's gonna have to bring it from what we've seen online, because with Portia and Simon and Kenya and all of that, they brought it online. So I don't know what Real Housewives of Atlanta gonna do. Yeah. She said, Amber, let us see your citizen take her man. I don't know what they're gonna do. But are you going to be watching Phaedra on Dance with the Stars? Because I usually don't watch that. I usually let my mother tell me about that, but I might have to tune in this season. I may have to. I don't know. Let's see what's up next. Since we're in Housewives, let's go on over here with Kim. Uh oh. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go on over here with Kim, child. So this is coming from the girls on Instagram. So I think Kim was on TMZ the other day, and she said that Croy doesn't pay any bills in the house. She says that Brianna pays more bills in the house, and he just wants to sit in the house and have her pay for his life and blah, blah, blah. Well, Croy has come out and he said, I will never stop praying for her, but I will no longer stay silent. I was isolated and, wait a minute, I didn't see that. In silence for almost 13. Did that say 13 or 15? Hold on. Where are my glasses? Hold on, y'all. Because I need to see what that says. Did he say he was silent for 15 years? He said, I will never stop praying for her, but I will no longer stay silent. I was isolated, imprisoned, in silence for 13 years. What's been mentioned in motions is only the tip of the iceberg. In the TMZ, in the underscore TMZ TV, you are witnessing narcissistic shaming abuse. What is she over there doing to Croy? And then, they called Phaedra when she was walking to practice, and Phaedra was like, basically, tell Kim to come over and play with the girls. We miss her. She's TV gold. I don't think that we want to see Kim on TV. Like, I think Atlanta is just a black girl show. I think Potomac is a black girl show and what it is. I think Kim in the mix, Kim is not gonna be the Kim that we saw when Atlanta started. She's not that Kim anymore. Right? When she got with Croy, she ceased being that Kim. She was barely on shows. I don't think that's something we want to see at all. I personally don't think I want to see that. Yes, On Dance with the Stars, they do have a girl. I cannot think of her name, but she does have an ankle bracelet on, and she has a documentary on Netflix. And people wonder why she's not even deported. I think it's shameful how, and they call that like family television. I think it's shameful how people will just parade criminals around like that. I think that is insane. I'm with you, powerful. Let her stay wherever she is. She said Troy Cora wants his family and she's not stopping the divorce. Shoot, they gotta stay together because they can't afford to live apart. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Kim. I don't want to see Kim any. I don't want to see Kim. I don't want to see Kim. I don't. I do not want to see her. Hold on, let me see what else we got in here. Y'all, this tore my heart up this morning. Y'all, Frankie Beverly, he just announced, like, what was that? Right after Essence, that the group is disbanding or like they're going on one more tour or something. And we woke up today and he has passed away. Oh, y'all, okay, those of you all old enough, y'all remember Video Soul and Video Vibrations on BET? Baby, when We Are One would come on, it would just be a full out, like, production. Me and my sister in the mirror singing that song. Joy and Pain. Oh my gosh. Heartbroken. Not your hall pass. Girl, this hurt my soul. I mean, I think I was in the sixth grade, seventh grade when I was singing Frank. We've been singing Frankie Beverly forever. They were on a farewell tour, so they're on a farewell tour. That's what it is. They was disbanding the group, and they was going on one tour, and that was going to be it. Oh, girl, Video Soul. I'm telling you. Oh, and then sometimes they would always put Frankie Beverly and them at the end of the show. Sometimes, like, oh, this is a lot. Oh, he completed it. He closed Essence Fest for the last time. I knew he closed Essence Fest. I knew that. I knew that they were going to stop because people were talking about that. Like, how are you not going to do Essence Festival anymore? Like, I don't know if he was sick. I don't know the reason. Girl, yes, way back. Because I just remember as a child, like singing Joy and Pain. I just remember singing that. Oh, I make you happy. Y'all, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like we just lost Mufasa and the King of Zamunda. We just lost him like 2 days ago. Oh, Lord have mercy. Girl, I'm hey. Oh, this is so sad. Because this is our childhood. Do y'all realize that? Like those of us around this age, this is our childhood. This is our family reunions. This is Saturday mornings. Mm, this is a lot. She said, I feel nothing but you. He can read the phone book to me. Mm. Oh, I underscore am underscore unique said he couldn't sing anymore because of what I thought he had throat cancer. I don't know what he had. I don't know what he passed away from, but I do know I do know that this is my childhood. Like I said, my Saturday mornings and family reunions. I know that. This is so different. I'm just, child, I don't. Y'all take care of yourself, right? Remember I told y'all a couple of weeks back, whatever it is you want to do, just do it. Whatever it is you want. Oh, Kim says he had throat cancer. So yeah, that was a reason to stop the group. Who was married? Not no, James Earl Jones not married to Ruby Dee. No. She's married to the other actor. He was happy. Seeley said that Beyonce's remake of his song was great, and he was happy about it. Oh, after throat surgery, he was never the same. Oh wow, we all love his songs. Like we all love him. It's so many. It is. So rest well, sir. You will definitely be missed. I hate that so bad. Let's see what else we have. Speaking of music, I don't know how many of you have Ozzy Davis. That's right, Ozzy Davis. He was married to Ruby Dee. I don't know how many of you have Spotify, but when I wrote my last book for this series, because I'm really thinking about writing one more, but I'm gonna take a break after this gets out. When I wrote the book, I was listening to music and then I started over and I wrote it to music. So I decided to make you all a playlist on Spotify, and you can download this list, The Perfect Pedal, and every song is in the entire book. Like every song that I thought about that I could when I was writing that would come to me is that actual book. So you go to Spotify, The Perfect Pedal, and download it. And this is the first part because we are still editing. Um, I had to redo some things because I wanted it to be perfect because it's the last book in this series. So I was like, take your time, edit it well because I want to give y'all a good story. So I think you're gonna really love it. I did just add Coco Jones, her newest song to it because it's perfect for this book. I just heard it the other day, so I added it to it. So there are some oldies in there, goodies in there. Every step, every chapter, every section had something that just went with what I was writing about. So, what is your last comment? Wait a minute. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you have a last comment? What's your last comment, Regina? Yes, download it because I made it for you all. I made it for you to go along with the book. Hold on a minute. What? Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. What time is it? Oh, I didn't mean to say that, girl. So, oh, thank you. Oh, happy birthday, Virgo. Thank you so much, Angie. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Y'all, let me. We're gonna get ready and wrap up, but before, let me see if I have anything else to talk about. Y'all, is anything y'all want to talk about that's coming up? I gotta. Oh my God, I got. I was watching Love and Marriage. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 1 second, y'all. I messed up. was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta today, so I'm gonna do that review. But y'all, that was crazy. So I'll just go through that real quick. But oh, thank you, Lena. Thank you. Enjoy it, honey. It's a great playlist. It's a great playlist. It's really good. Um, I did see Plaza's reaction. Actually, I put Plaza's belt thing at the front of my review. So yes, I saw Plaza. Um, for Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Hip Hop. So for Love and Marriage Huntsville, we did a recap of the last three episodes. Oh, let me get this down. So y'all go get the Perfect Pedal from Spotify because it's really good, and you can just listen and enjoy yourself, and you'll fall in love. You're gonna fall in love. You're gonna cry. You're gonna get upset. All of it. So I did a little everything for everybody. So for Love and Marriage Huntsville, we talked about the three episodes, the last three episodes. Um, we just discussed like it's so crazy how these girls act sometimes. Like Kimmy and Tisha, and I know people are gonna say, "Oh my God, Mel is paying you." Oh my God, this, and this. This is a television show, and for those of you who want to ask me those questions before you do that, I need to know your voting plan. If you want me to answer your questions of your ridiculous questions, I'm gonna need to know what your voting plan is. So anyway, um, I think that Kimmy and Tisha, I don't think Kimmy has a story she could really talk about. Period. Right? I don't think she has anything she can really talk about. I think Tisha has something that she could talk about when it comes to her and Marceau, but they need to talk to her and Marceau. I mean, they need to tell what's going on. We need to know because here it is. I didn't say this last night. I'm so glad you asked about this. You remember when Mel was talking to him because at the beginning of that episode when they was at the tasting, Mel said, I had some property preservation students and I sent them to Black. So she was sending them to patronize their establishment. She said they came back and told me Black was closed. So then Tisha says, "Oh, were they millimeters?" Instead of answering the question, she wanted to deflect. Well, she did deflect. Only to have Marceau to turn around and make her look crazy once again and answer Mel's question and say, yes, it's closed. Like her saying, did the millimeters say that? I guess she meant if they came back and said the place was closed, she's saying the millimeters are lying. Right? So she didn't even want to just own up to it. And then Marceau once again had to spin the block and make her look crazy and say, yeah, it's closed right now. Then he gave his excuse for it while she's sitting over there looking dumbfounded. Like I know y'all, I can't. I just can't. I can't with Tisha. I can't. It costs nothing to be nice, right? You mad at Sonny for what? Sonny did not do anything to you. And then Tisha says that at the end of the episode. She was like, I'm really in a bad spot because Sonny never did anything to me. Like Destiny is, oh my God, spiraling, spiraling. Kimmy is very guarded. Like, here's the thing. Kimmy has a story that a lot of women need to hear. There's a lot of women who is in Kimmy's position as far as her not diagnosis went. There are families who need answers. There are women who have had her same diagnoses, and she's not even talking about post diagnosis. Like, how is she feeling? Is her libido back? How often does she go to the doctor? What's going? What hair products are you using? There, she has something, but you just want to talk crazy about these people, and you have nothing to give. If it wasn't for Sonny and Moses, and you can throw Destiny in there, and only Destiny because she's spiraling in the situation. Sonny is, and I'm tired of Sonny fighting for her love every day. I'm tired. Let me just go and put it out there, child, because I'm sick of this. I am tired of Sonny fighting for you. Married the man. You got the man. Why are you on the internet showing receipts? You are the receipt. The ring is the receipt. That is crazy. You fight for a man that you already married to. Do you feel like Destiny may still have some ties to Moses? Because we know Moses was a man of, about town. Oh, I just have never seen that. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being the wife and you answering questions? You answering questions. You're the wife. Destiny wants you to run down a timeline of when you got in a relationship. When I said I do, Destiny, now eat your food. End of story. Now what's next? Because that's the end of that. I'm not saying anything else. She said I got the ring, got the ring. And I understand it's a show, right? I get it, it's a show, so you gotta have something. But my whole thing is, I hate the way these women are looking on this television show. It shouldn't be. It should not be a storyline. Because what we should be seeing Destiny and Moses pack up to move to Huntsville. Or we should be seeing, not Destiny, I'm sorry, my bad. Not Sonny and Moses. I'm sorry, I misspoke. We should be seeing Sonny and Moses pack up to move to Huntsville. We should be seeing Sonny and Moses rebuilding that house or whatever they doing renovations. We should be seeing Moses on the road on his way back home. They do it all the time on Instagram Live. I don't get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. Her marriage should not be the storyline. And what in the world is Tisha doing? Kim said she was a wife for, hold on, put it up here, because this is so true. Kim said, I was a wife for 35 years and would never explain anything to another woman, anything concerning my husband or marriage. Never, ever, ever, ever. Why would you do that? Hold on, let me look it right here. Lady Rita said, I'm a survivor after surgery. The chest pain is horrible. Scar tissue and neuropathy are real. There is so much. Kimmy has a platform. Okay, she had to be coerced into talking about it in the first place, right? Remember, Maurice said he, talked her into doing it. So she has a platform where she could really help people. Kimmy has a real storyline. And because they just want so much mess on the show, that is just being overshadowed because they want to be mean girls. That is crazy. And let me see, we talked about Dr. Shanita, and I thought it was fair for Mel to bring Shanita on the show because these girls and Mel, they really don't like each other like that. So if I'm on a trip, I do want to be on a trip with somebody I know and my friends, so I can at least have a good time. Because when we get back from this hiatus, we're gonna. Did I talk? Oh, I posted. I gotta post it when I finish here. I just talked about the ratings. When we get back from this hiatus, we're gonna see the end of the trip, I guess, because we got to get to the part where Nell asks Sonny about IVF, and then Destiny talks about how hurt she is that they asked Sonny about IVF. Then we got to get to Trish, who is going to be explaining to Mel how she has not slept or talked to Martell. Right? It's a lot. It's a lot. Yes, she does. Kimmy definitely needs to help. Now, as far as love and hip hop, oh my God, Rashida. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna do the show. I'm gonna review the show soon. I think Rashida has gone to meet with Jasmine and Kirk. They all meeting right at the park. What's going on at the park? Why everybody meeting at the park? So she she's saying that she wants to talk to Jasmine by herself. So when she talked to Jasmine, Jasmine told her, we also gotta get to what Trish had on her head. Just hold what you got. I'll be back with you. Jasmine told her after she made Kirk leave that she wanted to have an open relationship, communication relationship with Rashida, which makes sense. It makes sense to have an open relationship with Rashida. If you want to keep down all of this back and forth with Kirk and Jasmine, then Rashida, you be the go-to. If you want to make sure that your husband, as far as you know, not doing anything, Jasmine said, I'd rather work with you. And then Rashida was like, why would I do that when you say my husband trying to smash? Rashida goes to the car and gets mad at Kirk because she read the text in the phone. Now, she may not have read all the text out to us, but she said she read the text in the phone and she was upset. And then she told me something, I can't do it. But now you on the internet skinny dipping in the pool. I can't. I can't. And I understand why people don't watch. I get it 100%. I understand it. I understand it. Yeah, yeah. She got the Nene hand wave. Going away from me with that Apollo, because I can't. I know. Let me say this. At this at this age, at this big age where we are, we don't want to see that on television. I think we are just so loyal to these shows and we've grown up with these shows and we want different stuff because we're not those people. I don't think we've ever really just been those type of people, right? But we've grown with the shows and we want the people to grow up and they're not growing up. It's just crazy to me. Now somebody said, let's talk about what's on Trisha's head. I don't know what that is, but I will say this. Trisha's bat, you know what, crazy if she thinks she gonna feed us a crock of mess talking about her and Marquez didn't talk for 5 years, so that excuses her from being married. Ma'am, you better go on away from here with that. Now that get the Nene wave. Get away from me with that Apollo, because that is crazy. You are very much married and you very much are cheating on your husband publicly on national television with the man who is okay doing this. That is crazy in itself. That's insane to me. I never thought I would see something like that on television. I mean, we know people cheat, right? We get that part. But I never thought I would just see it being sensationalized on national television. Yes. I should have put that picture up here. Oh, I should have put that up here. I don't even have time to do that. But I posted it. I posted it. Silly. I was so shocked she was talking. When she was over there talking to Shanita with all that bass in her voice, I was like, what? Why are you even speaking? And like Shanita said, no, what you're trying to do is make your story fit for you. Because you want to make it okay that you out here doing something you don't have no business doing. Let me tell you something powerful. That's exactly what Jasmine said. It won't even matter. It won't even matter. Hey, Flojo. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, this has been wonderful. I will let you all know if more likely we're gonna definitely have hot topics next week. It should be Wednesday again, but I'm gonna have to. I'm traveling, so I'm gonna be leaving where I am soon and going to the other side of Charlotte. So if you all are in the Charlotte area, I'll be closer to Charlotte this time. And by then, I think the book should be ready to come out, and I got to get the book too. So we'll see. But when I get ready to move, I'll let y'all know how hot topics will be done and things like that going forward. But thank you all for being here. Wait a minute. All I know is when Dusty stood up, I wait, hold on. Let me put this up here before I go because this to tickle me right here. Shay said, "All I know is when Dusty stood up, I stood up too." And why did she stand up, girl? Do you? I know I said I got to go. Do you know how crazy you look trying to get hype over another woman that is married to a man? What? Wait a minute, Dawn. Dawn, the skinny one. You talking about Dawn is the skinny one, right, Celie? Y'all, hold on. Dawn has said Celie done said Dawn from Danny Kane has charged Diddy. Hold on, child. Oh my lord. Diddy was running through him. Oh God. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear what Elon Musk said about Taylor Swift? Talking about he'll give her a baby and protect her cats for life. Oh my goodness. Let me Google. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that because that may not be right. Dawn from Danity Kane. Dawn from Danity Kane. Mm, what is Puff doing? You know he was supposed to be paying that man $100 million. Danity Kane, Don Richard, Sue, Sean Diddy Combs for. Oh Lord, this came out 40 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh, you sent it to me. Former Danny Kane member has filed a lawsuit against Diddy alleging verbal abuse, assault, sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Y'all, how much money does Puffy have? Like, I'm serious. How much money does he have? She filed a suit yesterday. How much does she want? Does it say how much she wants? Oh my God, Diddy. Sir, this is horrible. Does it say how much she wanted? Love you too, Tanya. Oh my goodness gracious. Like, how much does he have at this point? Because, Cassie took a chunk. She took a chunk of his money. The suit filed yesterday in the Southern District of New York describes a pattern of abuse and intimidation against Richards since she became a member of Danny Kane. Oh Lord, I was supposed to be on team today. Uh oh. This is a lot. This is a lot. I don't know what Puffy's gonna do next. Like I feel like he needs to just move in. He needs to just move into the courthouse. Cause what, or just go and move into a cell. Yeah, he may as well go to prison. Just pack it up and just move in. Yes, and then like if you go on and go to prison, Puff, then you won't have to worry about people after you because you already where they trying to send you. So you already there. That is crazy. Try they lining up. He might as well just give his money to whoever over there. I don't know who you're supposed to give it to, and let them just ration it out and let the people get what they can. Because I mean, it's pitiful. It's sad the way he's going down, right? It's really sad. But it was time for this to come out. Oh, Pepper said, let me see what Pepper said. Pepper said Jocelyn didn't tell one lie when she was on the couch with Carlos when she asked why is Rashida still on Love and Hip Hop. She should have left years ago. Let that man cheat in peace. Let him cheat in peace, 100%, because she should not be there. Well, y'all, that wraps it up. Thank you. That wraps it. My degree is real. Look, girl, we're gonna get out of here. Please look at the replay. Please like the live, y'all. Please like it, like it, like it, like it. Thank you for the what is it? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being here today. I'd like to thank Jaylin H. She was our guest today. She was our real live hot topic, and she got it straight. Tamar has not apologized to that girl yet, and I feel like Tamar owes that girl an apology because she to pull this girl out of nowhere and to put this on her. And JR straight up lied in the girl inbox and everything. And if you just coming, JR not only was in the inbox, JR told the girl to pick a country. Girl! I have never had anybody to inbox me. Girl, today in 2024, if somebody told me to pick a country, I probably would. If you had a got me around by 2003, I'd have picked a country. I'd have been out of here. But right now, I couldn't do that. That's crazy. Oh my god. I don't know why she waited so long. She's been here. Who are you talking about, Angie B? Dawn said, you talking about Dawn said, let me hurry up because the guy from yeah. You all go and like it, share it, subscribe, tell your people to subscribe. I want to thank you all for subscribing, for being here. I love you all. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good rest of the week and a good weekend. And I'll see you next week. If they do silly. I'll see y'all next week for Live Hot Topics. It's your girl Millie Chung.